Hello, it's Jonathan Porterfield of Eco Cars, and it's just starting to rain. Nissan Leaf 2013 on the 13 plate, registered August 2013. It's one of the first UK Leaf. It's in absolutely brilliant condition, just 22,000 miles, ex-lease, and drives really well. I'm going to make the outside a little bit brief because it's starting to rain. There's a little scuff to the front alloy, lots of tread on all four tyres. It really is a very clean example, only as much that I don't buy rubbish. Got a Type 2 grounding cable in there, which is basically a 3-pin plug, and I will also include a Type 2 for fast public chargers. No undue odours. And here we have 4 Nissan Leaf mats, 3 rear headrests, 3 rear seat belts, no rips or tears. It really is in cracking condition. No wear to the footwell carpet. Unmarked seats. Lovely interior, no undue smells. And I'll just show you some more details inside. So, like all the Leaf, it's a really nice, comfortable place to be. These are great electric vehicles. Airbags galore. Basically, if you've seen some of my other videos, we have lots of features. And this is the Acenta, which is the mid-spec. When you pop the car into reverse, you get a reversing camera. That is the rear bumper, and that is really useful for reversing. You just press P for park. Simplicity itself. In the middle of the dash, we have the speed at the top, distance basically on your battery that's left, also the percentage. And you've also got a button here that you can scroll around different functions. I've actually done 987 miles in this. Drives absolutely spot on. For those that know about these things, it's averaged 4.4 miles per kilowatt hour. So the battery is absolutely spot on, as are all Nissan Leaf, to be honest. So yeah, it's got cruise control, speed limiter. I'll show you what the eco button does. Bluetooth phone, satellite navigation, of course, voice activation for your mobile, one-shot electric driver's window, remote locking, electric mirrors. It's foldable. Lots and lots of great features on the Nissan Leaf. This being the UK spec one means it's got the improved heat pump, which means when you turn, well, as you can see on the dash, if we turn on the heater now, the car says we'll lose 2 miles range, which is next to nothing compared to the original Japanese Leaf. This has got a heat pump. It's far quicker and doesn't affect the range. Auto wipers, auto windscreen wipers, auto headlights, power assisted steering, of course. It really is a great place to be in a Nissan Leaf. So, looking at the documentation, we have the V5 here. No previous keepers, and it was leased from Arvel. So you'll be down as the second keeper. Data registration there, 31st the 8th 2013. So everything's in order here. It is MOT'd. I've printed off from DVLA's website, and it's MOT till the 30th of August 2017. The advisory was front windscreen washer poor. It just needed cleaning out, and I fixed it, and I'm going to get a new front number plate because it is cracked. So I will MOT this for 12 months before you come to collect, or I hand over to you. Service history, we have all the books here, all the manuals, quick reference guide, sat nav guide, etc, etc. The service book itself is not here, and that may follow, but fear not, we do have all the service receipts. So, as often the case with leased vehicles, sometimes the service book gets misplaced, but everything is here with regard to what's been done. So its first service was at, I had those all in a neat row as well. That's right, starting from the back. First one was at 6,590 miles, and the next one was done at 19,291 miles, and the last one, which was done on the 8th of March 2017 this year at 20,695 miles, and it was a major service, which means pollen filter, brake fluid change, screen wash. So it's got the full service history, which is brilliant to see, and the current mileage is 22,991 miles. Full service history, V5 is here. We will re-MOT the car, but at the moment it runs out 30th of August 2017. But to re-MOT the car is not a problem at all, and of course it costs nothing to tax. So before I walk you around the car, I'll take you now for a short test drive. So welcome to the test drive. So with my foot on the brake, I will press the power button, and away we go. Pull the lever across and back towards you to engage D for drive. Get your foot off the brake, squeeze the throttle. And like any automatic, you have a little bit of creep. That's quite normal. The first thing you notice, of course, about an electric car is how quiet they are. But also, oh, it's coming rather fast. But also, how easy they are to drive as well. And so, unusually, we have some traffic on the road today. And away we go. So my speed's at the top. The distance on the guessometer is basically that remembers the previous driving style. So the best thing to do on the UK Leaf is leave the battery percentage on the dash. That gives you a more accurate reading of how much is actually left in the battery. So a rough rule of thumb when you drive these correctly is 1 mile equals 1%. So driven really, really carefully, you'll get around about 85-90 miles range out of a Nissan Leaf in the summer. In the winter, a little less, perhaps 65 miles. But I've just driven this back up from London, stayed with my parents in Leicester, and drove it all the way up to John O'Groats, to Scrabster, and then caught the ferry across to Orkney. So the distance, with lots of other running around, since I've collected this from the leasing company, has been 987 miles, and it's driven absolutely perfectly. Nothing wrong with this electric car at all. There's the remaining battery warranty and drivetrain with Nissan till it's 5 years old, but lots of information on the internet. Suffice to say, there is a taxi company in Cornwall called C&C Taxis. They've got a 3-year-old Nissan Leaf with 177,000 miles, still running fine. So don't worry about the battery. It really is not an issue on these modern electric vehicles. When you come off the accelerator, you get a series of green dots, and that is regen braking. You're slowing the car down, and the motor turns into an alternator and pumps electricity back into your battery, so you can harvest energy, which of course will increase your range. Servicing wise, well, here on Orkney, CS Conrad will service any electric vehicle. He is also able to do any diagnostics should it need any, or any warranty repairs, which is very rare on Nissan and Renault. He's now experienced in plug-in hybrids as well. So no trips down south to get this service. Not that the service entails much, as you can see from the service prints here. It's changed the pollen filter so the car smells nice, check the tyres, check the brakes, give you some screen wash. That's it. Every other year change the brake fluid, which has just been done on this car, which it should do on every car anyway. That's it. No oils, no gearbox, no oil filters, particulate filters. Very, very little to service on an electric car. So I'm just going to come to a stop. So come off the accelerator, let the car naturally slow, and I'm actually harvesting energy now. And just squeeze the brakes, pulls up lovely and straight. bring the car to a stop. All you can hear is the indicator. We are actually still on. So there we go. Short test drive. If you're here on Orkney, I'm more than happy to show you this car. But what I'll do now is take you for a final walk around this Nissan Leaf. So welcome back from the test drive. It stopped raining, so I can walk you around the car again. This front alloy wheel is absolutely fine. Locking wheel nut's in place, and the locking wheel nut key is with the car. In fact, I'll just show you where it is. That beeping is telling me the car is still running. There's a locking wheel nut key. Lovely and clean down the sides. The rear wheel, another Yokohama tyre, lots of tread, very recent tyre. Alloy is perfect. No scuffs to the rear. The other alloy, again, that's unmarked. No chips down the side. And like I just said earlier, there's some just very light scuffing to this front near side alloy. There is a tiny mark on the front bumper, which I will touch in with a Nissan touching pen. I'll get the number plate replaced. It's got a crack in it. No chips to the windscreen. It really is a cracking Nissan Leaf. Great value for money too. So if you've got any questions, feel free to ring me, but we won't have this for long. And I also deliver UK wide, even though this is with me here on Orkney. So I look forward to speaking to you soon.